All right, guys, welcome back to Call Your DFS. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. When I first seen to get today's pricing for the players, I was like, fuck that shit. I'm not even gonna play Fanduel today. I was just gonna walk away from DFS today. But as the day went on, we had some value open up, and I was like, all right, I can work with it. Start playing with the numbers, start playing with the players, and I realized I can make it happen. I can make it happen. If you don't know, Rondo is out, and the number one value pick to get right now is Grant. Now, here's the thing about Grant. He produced when, and I want you to understand exactly how and why he produced. Whenever Rondo was off the floor, he produced. But not only did he produced because, well, not only. The reason why he produced was because Rondo and Wade was off the floor. So that 38, 28, 35, that was when Rondo and Wade was off the floor. Now, Rondo's off the floor, but Wade is still on the floor. We all know that Wade and Jimmy Butler are honestly the primary ball handlers of the team. They split the role. I got predictions saying that, Wade should be, fantasy-wise, he should average anywhere from 25 to 35 points, maybe even 40. However, I'm not going to shoot up that high. I'm just going to say 35 fantasy points. He could be a great cash pick. Jimmy Butler also can be a great cash pick. I have him at anywhere from 35 to no, wait, I'm sorry. I have that wrong. Let me look at my paperwork. I have him at anywhere from 40 to 50. Now, I'm not saying he's going to hit 50, but I think he's going to get damn near close to 50 when it comes to fantasy value. But one of the number one value picks right now is Jerry Grant at 1.5. Like, honestly, if he's not in your lineup, if he's not in your lineup, then hey, you obviously went in another direction. But he's the number one value pick right now. The number two value pick, and we're gonna find his ass, Jeremy Grant. So basically, the Grants, the motherfucking Grants, are the value picks of the game right now. Don't expect much from Grant on OKC. I only project him to doing anywhere from 10 to 20 fantasy points. I think he will do 20. However, he can very much well get you 15 fantasy points. He's only a pick if you were to go to do some kind of setup like Westbrook and Harden. If you were to do a Westbrook and Harden setup, these two individuals should be included in that. That's the only reason why I would suggest OKC Grant. Now, as for Chicago Grant, he's a must play. I don't care how you formulate it. I don't care how you make your lineup. He's a must play. I did every possible calculation when it comes to I created basically over 40, probably close to 50 lineups, projection numbers. And those numbers all came up to 275, 280, 285, 290, 310. 310 was when I added OKC Grant and Chicago Grant, both the Grants. So that tells you something. Now, that lineup, that number right there for that lineup, that's a what if lineup. So with a what if lineup, you may hit that 310 or go over it, but you very much so may not hit it. That's the risk you take when playing a what if lineup, or that I take when I play a what if lineup. Again, I make three lineups: a what if lineup, a trending lineup, and a constructed lineup. My constructed lineup comes in at 285. Now, what that means is my my fantasy projection is 285, but I may very well get anywhere from 275 to 300. So take that in consideration. My trending lineup comes in at 290. So what that means is I can get anywhere from 280 to 300. But that's all. That's as far as I'm going into this. You got a few great players to choose from. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I were you guys, I would try to lean towards the players that have more to lose, and that's OKC, that's Boston, while trickling in Chicago and LA Clippers. To be honest with you, man, like it was looking ugly this morning when I woke up and I seen the number to Westbrook. 14-6, man. 14-6. I mean, we all know he's got something to play for and he's going to play hard. We know that. But damn, man, 14-6 is a steep number, man. And I honestly wasn't going to play Fanduel today because of that. But, you know, as the updates rolled in and I seen some value open up, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to fuck with it then. I'm going to bring in Westbrook. I mean, don't sleep on Harden now. Harden 13-6. I thought that was steep too, but you know, this guy's a fucking Pokemon. His Pokemon ability is to draw fouls and make it to the charity strip. So, you know, I was looking kind of crazy at FanDuel for a second, but then, you know, as the value rolled in, I realized that, you know, it might not be all that bad. So again, I'm just gonna throw some quick players out there for you to select. Like I said, a must play is to me is Jeremy Grant. At 1.5, he's a must play. I mean, he may not even do well, but at the end of the day, he helps with your roster construction while giving you a pretty decent upside. Now, and I like to start from the bottom, build up. Another player to look at, Robin Lopez. They can't stop him. They can't control him. He's basically the Shaq on the floor for Chicago against Boston right now. So I don't really too much like power forwards going into it. I mean, the only power forward that sticks out is Blake Griffin. But here's the thing about Blake Griffin: he has not been performing up to his value. So play him if you want. I really don't too much care for the power forwards. There's a few in there that I do like, but that's neither here nor now. So small forward, Jimmy Butler. Like I said, Jimmy Butler is gonna perform. We know that. Rondo is out. That's just his fantasy value is gonna go up. Gordon Hayward, honestly, you don't really have too many options to choose from, but at the end of the day, Gordon Hayward has not been performing up to his fantasy value or salary. So, you know, play him at your own risk. Another player, Wade. Wade is gonna perform. I mean, he might not get you 40. I have him projected for 40, but he might not get it. But Wade is going to perform. Another player to target, Isaiah Thomas. He has something to play for. Isaiah Thomas. Also, you know, Marcus Smart. He has something to play for. I mean, a lot of people are probably going to look towards Avery Bradley, and I think Avery Bradley is going to do good, but I mean, if you're going to go cheap and go for Avery Bradley, I think you should go for Oladipo or Gordon, because I think they're going to be producing the same fantasy projected value. And I don't think it's going to be too much. I mean, honestly, if I had to show you 4 or 5 guys to look at, to consider, it would be these 4 or 5. While also keeping in mind, like, hey, you might want to lean towards the teams that have a little bit more to lose or to play for, like OKC, Boston. But hands fucking down, I will get Jeremy Grant as a point guard simply because Rondo is out and he is the number 1 value pick on the slate right now. That's all I got for you guys. If you like what I did, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.